Why are the cops being like crazy tonight? I have no idea what's going on down. Oh my god. I have no idea what's going on down here in Pawtucket tonight, but wow. People screaming, people arguing, people fighting, people, cops flying everywhere. Just, I have no idea what the deal is tonight. That's crazy though. Alright guys, we gotta stop at the bank, pull out some money, then we gotta stop and get gas closer to home, and we're done for the night. Today's been a stressful day. I'm trying to calm down. DoorDash has kind of peed me off a little bit. So, not too fond of DoorDash today, but tomorrow's a new day. I'll be starting out with Spark anyways tomorrow, or shipped. Nope, this sharp turn. I hope everybody else had a better day than I did. Hello, Annika-san. I probably said that completely wrong, so I apologize. How are you? Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? It's a small car, I should. Yep, there we go. Yeah, so I have no idea what's been going on with DoorDash lately. So, for all you delivery drivers out there, let me ask. For all you delivery drivers out there, right? I don't know if you do DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, Spark, whatever. But has DoorDash been bad for you today? Because DoorDash has been horrible today. And it's Sunday, and it's not usually like that. I figured with graduations going on and things like that, it'd be better. I mean, in my area, in my city, graduation was Friday. I believe it was Friday or Thursday. It was Friday, I think. And obviously, I would think this weekend there would have been graduation. That was almost an accident. I would have thought that there would have been graduation parties this weekend. I figured orders would have been great. DoorDash had other plans, unfortunately. I know next weekend is Father's Day. And I know that because my birthday is on Saturday the 14th. Father's Day is Sunday, the 15th. So... Oh, you are going to let me go. Well, how nice of you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Sorry about that. So, I was just wondering if orders were bad for anybody else today. Maybe it was just me. I know it's market dependent. I have no idea what market anybody's in, except for maybe a few of the people who are subscribed to me, which, again, I appreciate. Thank you, guys. I'm from Rhode Island, all right? I live in the state of Rhode Island, born and raised here. But I also live on the border of Massachusetts, so my city of Woonsocket is actually, it's Rhode Island, but it's like on the border of Massachusetts no matter which way you go. So I'm always in Massachusetts, and that's where I was today. I was actually deep in Massachusetts. Actually, I was in Massachusetts all day. And then I came back to Attleboro, Mass. But Attleboro, Pawtucket is like, so Attleboro, Massachusetts, Pawtucket, Rhode Island, they're like combined together. But anyways, I was deep down in Massachusetts today, up north. And the orders were just horrific. Oh, I've never seen such bad orders ever in my life. There was even one point today that I had to do a $14 for 15-mile delivery going all the way to Scituate, Mass. And that was a 33-minute ride from where I had to drop off the first order, mind you, in Weymouth. So it was it was not pleasant. It was not a pleasant ride. It was not a pleasant day. But tomorrow's a new day. Hopefully it'll be better. School's getting out soon completely. Summer vacation's almost here. I think the last day is June 16th or something like that. So school vacation's almost here. Unfortunately, oh my God, that Cybertruck needs to be put away in a, I would say in a dumpster, but it's a dumpster in itself. What is going on tonight? Oh my, yeah, I'm getting out of this area. I'm going home. I don't know what's going on in Pawtucket tonight, but this is crazy. This is just too much now. I guess there's like a group of gangs or something over there. Oh my God. Anyways, sorry, I'm getting off topic. So what do you guys think? I don't know. Summer slowdown's coming too. You know, and it's just crazy. And with me not having Uber Eats, with me not having Instacart, with me not having Amazon Flex, I don't know, it's just, what do I have besides DoorDash, you know? I mean, I have Spark and stuff, but Spark's not always busy, Ship's not always busy. Grubhub just sends bad orders altogether. I don't know why Grubhub does that, but Grubhub... Or, hold on, the best one yet, Grubhub won't send me an order unless I'm already doing something else. I could be sitting in a parking lot for 30 minutes, and Grubhub won't send me one order. As soon as I'm either going to the store to shop, going to use the restroom, on a different order like DoorDash or whatever, that's when Grubhub sends in all the orders, and they're always good orders too. Alright, Grubhub, I know you're going to watch my video, so listen carefully. Stop sending orders when I am already busy. Start sending orders when I'm free, please. That's all. It's not that complicated. It's not that complicated. So, I don't know, everybody, just... You know, these delivery apps... So, I started DoorDash back in 2021. That's back when DoorDash used to be good, okay? But DoorDash has changed so much. And I think a lot of it, and you can agree to disagree. That's completely fine. But I think a lot of it has something to do of when they got rid of Top Dasher. Because at least for Top Dasher... Right? Yeah, you still need the 70% acceptance rate, the 95% completion rate. I think you still need a certain amount of deliveries for Top Dasher, things like that. But, even if you fell under the threshold, you still had until the end of the month, the last day of each month, to get it back, right? And then you'll be Top Dasher for the following month. You don't get that luxury when you're platinum, when you're silver, gold, or platinum. You have to make sure you maintain that 70% acceptance rate and that 95% completion rate and the 30-day count of 100 deliveries for you to even continue your platinum status. Okay? And that goes with gold, silver, whatever the requirements are for those two. Do not fall into DoorDash's trap. Do not fall under DoorDash's trap because it's not going to be pretty. Most of my orders were like the worst orders possible today. Hey BD, how are you doing? Like I only had like a handful of really good orders today. And it was bad. It was bad. Do not fall under DoorDash's trap. If you guys multi-app, whether if you have Uber Eats, Grubhub, whatever, do what you think is going to make you money. That's awesome, BD. That is very awesome. Did you get any catering orders today? I know you said you were on EBT today from 11 to 8. Did you do get any catering orders today? See, so I got one catering order, and it's very rare in my area. But this was at like 6 o'clock this evening. It was $11 for like 4 miles. But the plus sign wasn't there. Just like what MD talks about when the plus sign's not there. The plus sign was not there. Well, it did go up, but it only went up a quarter. Is like MD said, is that really a catering order? You know, I don't know. It's just I think DoorDash is slowly going back to the old ways. You know, hiding the tips when you don't have to have the plus symbol, and things like that. I'm worried that they're going to make it go back to where you actually need a catering bag and actually be in the large order program to get catering orders. I'm worried that they're going to do that again, and I hope they don't. Because I like the fact that you can actually get catering orders at any given time now. But I feel like DoorDash is slowly going back to its old ways. You got 2, nice. Yeah, the large orders are when the subtotal is at least $100, yes. But back, I don't know how long you've been doing DoorDash, but back in the past, you know, you actually needed to be invited to the large order program, get a catering bag, and it was just a whole disaster. Back when Top Dasher was a thing too. That is the one thing I do miss is the Top Dasher. You know, at least if you fell under the threshold, you had until the last day of the month to actually get it back. You know what I mean? Platinum, you don't get that luxury, unfortunately. DoorDash has no idea how bad they're going downhill. Yeah. DoorDash has no idea how bad they're going downhill. It's horrible. And with me not having Uber Eats anymore because I got deactivated, you know, I kind of have to keep my platinum. I actually have to gain my platinum back tomorrow because I let my acceptance rate drop to a 68 tonight. That's how bad it was. It was horrible. And one of those orders that I declined was a Pizza Hut order, and I do not like doing Pizza Hut orders in my area. They are the worst orders. That was actually like a $5 order for like 8 miles, and I think it was like 4 items. Pizza Hut orders are like the absolute worst orders to do. At least in my area. 1.5 years. Yeah, I was in at the very beginning. Gotcha. So I got deactivated from Uber Eats because of my cancellation rate. But this is where Uber Eats kind of messed up a little bit. I was at fault, yes, because I canceled a lot of orders. I'm not gonna say I wasn't at fault, but the reason why they're also at fault is because when they changed the algorithm, back then they didn't care about, you know, canceled orders, things like that. But then they changed it now to where you needed a 20%, and mine was at a 45%, 49%, something like that. And they sent me a notice in the email back in August of last year, because I got deactivated in late August or early September. They sent me one email when I was trying to get myself reactivated. You know, they're trying to tell me they sent 3. I'm like, no, you didn't, because they didn't show up in my email. I said only 1 did. And I spoke to a supervisor at the time. They're like, no, you didn't. No. They're like, I was like, no, you didn't. You only sent one. And I said, at the time, I was rushing to get my completion rate back down. Yeah, I heard about that too, the AR system now. Oh man, Uber Eats is just... But now I don't feel as bad about losing Uber Eats because I don't know if you watch Dashing Across America's videos with Chuck, but he's been posting up videos of his son doing deliveries. And one of his videos that he posted the other day, his son said that he got deactivated from Uber Eats for his cancellation rate as well. So I'm wondering if Uber Eats is just trying to get rid of people a lot faster, honestly. Uber Eats is a weird one. I think the only delivery app that's really not going to really change, and I could be wrong, but I think the only delivery app that's really not going to change is Grubhub. Grubhub, I don't know. I feel like Grubhub is one of those apps that just stay to themselves. It sounds weird, but you know, like if you're going to an elementary school and you see one of those childs, listen to me, no proper English. You see a children that's in like timeout, and then you got like another group of children that are all playing together. I feel like Grubhub is that one child that is in timeout, like they want to be left alone, like they don't want to bother with anybody. Grubhub is just one of those weird ones. I don't know. Oh, you don't have Grubhub in your area? Wow. Where did you say you're from, BD? You said like Delaware or something like that? New Jersey? Something like that? You don't have Grubhub in your area? Cancellation rate's at 11%. Yeah, that's another thing too. Oh, Delaware, that's what it was. All right. That's another thing too. I've noticed about Uber Eats. So that Uber Eats people who goes and pick up orders but then steals the orders, then you have to try to have the restaurant remake them. From what I'm being told now, Uber Eats, if the restaurant refuses to remake them and they have to cancel the order, not only does it affect your cancellation rate, but I heard that they don't even give you a $3 compensation anymore either. Is that true? They have it up north and south, but not in my area, yeah. Grubhub is very popular in Providence. When it wants to be, but it's also very popular. Give me the $3, $4 orders. Worse than DoorDash sometimes. It's horrible. It is true, right? Yeah. I don't know. These apps are just going down the drain. I started the apps in 2021 with DoorDash. So I started DoorDash in 2021, Grubhub and Uber Eats in 2022. I recently just got onto Shipt in the beginning of 2025 or the end of 2024. And Walmart Spark I got onto the end of 2024. Instacart. I also got deactivated from Instacart because, again, my cancellation rate. You needed 15% and I was at a 16%. But Instacart's complete trash anyway, so I don't feel as bad about getting rid of that. Yeah, that's crazy. Uber Eats is just changing worse than DoorDash. Like I said, I got deactivated back in September or August of last year. We're only going into, it hasn't even been a year. It's been like 9-10 months, and it sounds like Uber Eats is just changing up a storm. That's all I hear is like Uber Eats is changing. Like they've changed a lot since I've been deactivated. That's crazy. That is insane. You know, my friend Sean was just telling me that the other day that the same exact thing you just told me about the green thing, to get out of green. He was just telling me that the other day. Oh my goodness, I cannot talk today. It's been a rough day for me, so my speech is a little weird tonight. And, yeah, he was just telling me about that, and I don't know. It's crazy. Uber Eats is just one of those weird ones. But now it seems like Uber Eats is trying to become like DoorDash, like you said, with the tier program thing. Uber Eats did not even have that in mind up until they saw DoorDash doing it. And they're like, you know what? This is a great idea. Just like when DoorDash lost their contract with, got rid of their contract with Walmart. Shortly after that, Uber Eats went to Walmart. And let me tell you, I do not miss those Walmart deliveries on DoorDash. Oh my God. I do not miss those Walmart deliveries on DoorDash at all. Talking about bad orders. Oh, I just had to bring back nostalgia. Bad nostalgia. Yeah, I heard that they brought in EBT. Now DoorDash is getting rid of... Oh, that's a cop. That is a state trooper. Yeah, go get him, boy. Go get him. Well, one time I got a $232 Uber Eats order, and surprisingly, it was actually real. It was a package delivery type one, group delivery of thing. I was like 12 stops, 13 stops. It's pretty cool. What were we talking about? Sorry, that cop distracted me. What were we talking about? EBT, that's what it was. So DoorDash got rid of EBT in my area. Well, I think they're doing it to select drivers because my friend Sean still has EBT on his end. But I don't have EBT on my end. They changed my home screen on my Dasher app. Now I can only do earn per offer. And I think without EBT, a lot is one of the reasons why I barely made money today. I was out since 7:30 this morning. Well, 7:30 is when I got my first order this morning. It's 9:57. Well, I actually finished like 20 minutes ago, but we'll call it 9:30, all right? So we'll call it 9:30. 14 hours. 14 hours. And I made $166 on DoorDash. Okay. Yeah. That was bad. That was a horrible day. And I think if I still had EBT on my end, I think I definitely would have made a lot more money. Especially with the crappy orders they were sending me, comparing it to the distance that they were sending me. You really like EBT, don't you? Now, they do send you catering orders on EBT often, right? I've never gotten a catering order with EBT, ever. Now, the thing with the whole getting rid of the EBT thing, I guess it was like a pilot that they were doing with my home screen. I'm hoping it's just temporary.